There is a weight heavier than any stone. It's the mask you wear, the one you've crafted so carefully, piece by piece, over years of quiet observation. The one that smiles when you want to scream, that nods when you want to refuse, that stays silent when your soul is desperate to speak. It's a masterpiece of self-preservation, built from the fear of judgment, the ghosts of past ridicule, the chilling belief that the real you is not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. We are not born with these masks. We learn them. We are taught, in ways both subtle and brutal, which parts of ourselves are acceptable. We learn it in the classroom, when a unique answer is met with silence or a raised eyebrow. We learn it at the family table, when an honest emotion is dismissed as being too sensitive or dramatic. We learn it from the playgrounds, where difference is a target. We learn it from the media we consume, a relentless parade of polished ideals that bear no resemblance to the beautiful, chaotic reality of a human soul. So, we begin the construction. A small adjustment here, a slight concealment there. We learn to sand down our sharp edges, to mute our vibrant colors, to offer a more palatable, more convenient version of ourselves to the world. And with each adjustment, the mask becomes heavier, more permanent. It is not an act of deceit, not at first. It is an act of survival, a child's desperate attempt to secure love and belonging in a world that seems to demand a toll for its acceptance. And the performance is exhausting, isn't it? It is a full-time job with no holidays, no sick leave. It is the constant, draining hum of self-monitoring that runs beneath every conversation, every interaction. The mental energy expended is immense. You become a social chameleon, shifting your colors, your opinions, your very energy to match the room you are in. You hold 2, 3, sometimes 4 conversations at once. The one you are having out loud, and the silent, frantic ones inside your head, checking your words, analyzing their reactions, anticipating the next line in the script. This cognitive dissonance, the chasm between who you are and who you are pretending to be, is a thief. It steals your presence. You are never truly there in any moment, because you are too busy managing the facade. You become a phantom in your own life, moving through rooms, through relationships, through years, but never truly arriving, never truly being seen. And the loneliness of that, it's a profound, silent ache, a hollow space inside that no amount of external approval can ever fill, because they are applauding the mask, not the person behind it. Each compliment feels fraudulent. Each laugh feels unearned. It is the loneliest kind of applause for a performance you never wanted to give in the first place. This hiding, it has a cost far greater than you might allow yourself to admit. It's the opportunities you let pass because the mask whispered that you weren't worthy. The promotion you didn't apply for. The creative project you never started. The trip you never took. It's the passions you buried because they were deemed impractical or strange by the very people you were trying to please. The music you stopped playing. The art you stopped making. The ideas you stopped sharing. Your unique genius, the very thing you were meant to offer the world, lies dormant, suffocated beneath layers of conformity. And the cost is etched into your relationships. The connections remain superficial because you never dared to reveal the messy, imperfect, beautiful truth of who you are. You have acquaintances, not confidants. You have alliances, not intimacies. People know the representative you send out into the world, but they do not know you. You trade your authenticity for acceptance, and in the process, you lose both. The acceptance is for a character you're playing, and the self you've hidden begins to feel more and more like a stranger. You look in the mirror, and you see the mask, but the eyes behind it are distant, tired, and unfamiliar. This is the great tragedy. In your quest to avoid being rejected by others, you have achieved the ultimate rejection, the rejection of yourself. But there comes a point, a breaking point, a moment when the sheer exhaustion of the performance outweighs the fear of the truth, when the mask feels less like a shield and more like a cage. Sometimes it is a roar, a sudden cataclysmic event, a loss, a failure, a betrayal that shatters the facade beyond repair. The pieces lie at your feet, and you are left exposed, with no energy left to rebuild. Other times, it is a whisper, a slow, quiet crumbling from within. The silent pain of being invisible becomes more terrifying than the prospect of being seen and judged. It's the realization, in a quiet moment late at night, that you are suffocating. It's a quiet rebellion that starts deep within, a flicker of defiance, the weary, resolute decision that you cannot, that you will not, live this lie for one more day. This is not a moment of ease. It is a moment of raw, terrifying courage. It is the beginning of the end of your performance. And so begins the unmasking. It is not a single dramatic act of pulling off the mask to reveal a perfect face beneath. It is a slow, arduous, and often clumsy process. It is a war waged in 1,000 small moments of terrifying vulnerability. It's the first time you say no to a request without a lengthy, apologetic explanation. It's the moment you share an opinion you know might be unpopular, and you sit with the uncomfortable silence that follows. It's the decision to wear the clothes that make you feel alive, not the ones that help you blend in. It's choosing to spend an evening alone with a book instead of attending a social event that drains your soul. Each act is a tremor that cracks the foundation of the persona you built. Each choice is a reclamation of territory that you surrendered long ago. It is messy. It is awkward. You will stumble. You will overcorrect, but you will be moving. And then there is your voice. For so long, it has been a tool of concealment, carefully modulated to please, to appease, to avoid conflict. It has been trained to ask, what do they want to hear? Now, you must teach it a new language, the language of truth. You must retrain it to ask, what is true for me? The first time you speak from that place, it will feel like a betrayal of everything that once kept you safe. Your throat will tighten. Your heart will hammer against your ribs. The old programming will scream at you to be quiet, to smooth things over, to retreat. But you speak anyway. You state your need. You share your feeling. You tell your story. And what you will find is this. Your voice, without lies anymore, has a resonance, a power you never knew it possessed. It is the sound of your soul, finally given breath. It may be shaky at first. It may crack with emotion, but it will be real. It will be yours. This process is not about becoming a new person. It is about excavating the person who has been buried all along. It is an archaeological dig into your own soul. You must be willing to get your hands dirty, to sift through the layers of conditioning, the sediment of other people's expectations, the fossilized remains of old fears. It's about letting the light touch the parts of you that you've kept hidden in shadow. And yes, some people may not understand. Some may be uncomfortable with the real you because they grew accustomed to the mask. They may have benefited from your silence, from your compliance. Your authenticity will disrupt their reality. They may call you selfish. They may say you've changed, and you have. Let them be. Their discomfort is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to the truth of your own existence. The victory here isn't in winning everyone over. The victory is in no longer needing to. You must prepare for the resistance, both internal and external. Your own mind, your ego, will fight you. It will tell you this is dangerous. It will replay every memory of past rejection to try and scare you back into the cage. It will tempt you with the familiar comfort of the mask. You must learn to see this internal resistance not as a sign to stop, but as a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It is the death rattle of the old, false self. And externally, you must be prepared to recalibrate your relationships. Some will fall away. This is a painful but necessary pruning. The people who were only connected to your mask cannot follow you into your truth. But others, the ones who matter, will either meet you in this new, authentic space, or new people will arrive who are drawn to the real you. The connections you forge from this place will have a depth and a strength you have never known. And the freedom, it's not a constant euphoric high. It's not loud. It's a quiet, solid peace. It's the feeling of your feet planted firmly on the ground. It's the simple, profound relief of your inside finally matching your outside. The relentless, exhausting hum of self-monitoring finally goes quiet. The mental energy that was once spent on performance is now free to be invested in creation, in connection, in growth. It's the deep, authentic connections you can now build with people who see you, truly see you, and choose to stay. The silent, aching pain of loneliness begins to recede, replaced by the quiet strength of self-possession. You learn to carry your past, your scars, your imperfections not as things to be hidden, but as integral parts of the masterpiece that is your authentic self. You find that the very things you were taught to hide are the sources of your greatest strength, your deepest compassion, your most unique gifts. So I ask you, from a place of knowing the cost of that mask, what is one truth you can speak today? What is one small act of authenticity you can dare to perform? Let it not be a grand declaration. Let it be small, manageable, but real. Perhaps it is admitting to a friend that you are struggling, instead of saying, "I'm fine." Perhaps it is ordering the meal you actually want, not the one you think you should want. Perhaps it is listening to the music that moves your soul, even if others find it strange. Let it be the first crack in the facade. Let it be the first time you hear your own voice without lies. The world doesn't need another perfect performer. It is drowning in them. It needs you, raw, real, unhidden. Take that first step. The path is not easy, but it is the only one that leads back to yourself. Until next time, stay true to the fight. Your inside finally matching your outside. Lies dormant, suffocated. The ultimate rejection. A flicker of defiance. Your voice, without lies anymore. Death rattle of the old, false self. Your inside finally matching your outside. The sources of your greatest strength. What is one truth you can speak today? It needs you raw, real, unhidden.